Peace family, it's your brother Larry right here, and I can't be the only artist that kind of gets into this rut where you get inspired, you get motivated, you get a piece started, and then you get to a point where you get intimidated. Now you're blocked and you're like, what do I do with the background? What other elements do I add to it? What colors to use? So I'm gonna show you how to take a picture of your work as is, upload it to Procreate in the iPad Pro, and separate your foreground from your background, and then work on the background without disturbing the foreground, and then go back to the canvas and complete the piece. So I got all of that for y'all today, man. Y'all just stay tuned, let's get into it. All right, family, so we're gonna start by taking a photo of the piece, uploading it to Procreate. And to get that pretty much to happen is what you're gonna just do is go to your layers, you're gonna add a layer, then you're gonna go to the wrench up here, you're gonna go to insert a photo, you're gonna find a photo in your photo library and just add it here. So now you have a blank canvas to start with that includes the original reference photo. First thing you're gonna do after that is you're going to duplicate the base photo, because what you want to happen, what you don't want to happen is to be messing around with the reference photo and then not be able to get back to it to just figure out what you did and what you didn't do. So you're gonna go to the base photo right here, you're gonna just slide over to the left and you're gonna press duplicate. What that's gonna do is give you another one. You can name this one base and just go back and name this one something like reference. So you're not gonna touch this one, you're gonna touch this one. So now we can leave the reference alone, you go to base, we're gonna be working on a base layer. So once you got the base layer there, you're gonna go to your selection tool, which is up here. No, it's here. And you're going to trace out the foreground and separate it from the background. It doesn't have to be anything specific or really nice and neat, but just try to get the base layer of it. So let's go ahead and start. Let's go ahead and get this. Just giving y'all an idea of what it's supposed to look like. I'm not gonna get too specific in this one, just to give y'all a how-to. So now that you have that, make sure you trace all the way around the piece to give yourself a good reference right there. So this one's a little ugly even for my liking. I'm gonna go ahead and redo it real quick. Let's go ahead and clear that. Let's go ahead and start from scratch from right here again. Wait, hold on, let's bring this up a little bit, because I'm drawing on top of the tool tip right here. So let's start right there. Yeah, it was a little more clean. You can get this as close and specific as you want, but for the sake of the video, I'm not gonna do that. So just trace around this right here and come right back there. All right, now we have the outline of the piece. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the selections, and we're gonna go to the wrench up here, setup tool, and we're gonna go to cut. So we're gonna cut this out, and now it's cut out. So if you remove the layer for the reference, this is what you have left over. So this is your background. And what you want to do now, since you have the base as a background, you're going to add another layer that's just right here, this layer right here. You're going to take this one out, you got a blank layer, and what you're going to do on this layer is just paste it. So that's pasting what you just had as the background. So now what you have, if you take the layer that you just pasted the foreground in, and you take the base layer you put in there, now you have the whole piece. But now what you're gonna do is make sure that the front layer is in front of the base layer. And now when you go to the base layer, which is the background now, and you color on it. So let's just pick a color. Let's just go to purple. And we want to color on this. Now we can do everything we want to do with the background and not affect the foreground at all, like this right here. As you make this a little bigger so you can get the effect. So I can do all of this right here, and it's not gonna touch the foreground at all. you know, using this is going to allow you to completely play with your background and not worry about the foreground at all, so that you can get to the point where, you know, just to give y'all a quick one, what I did on here is, you know, going from the base layer, which is the reference, I separated like I just showed y'all, added the background. Okay, well, let's go ahead and put the foreground in first. Add the background, and did some other things with it to kind of give myself the full picture. So made a layer for the trees. I did the trees in the background. I redid the choppers, the helicopters, and then I just had the background for the colors, and this is the foreground. So this is the complete picture that I finished working on in Procreate, and I took this here and I went to the canvas with it. So like once you finish figuring out what you want to do with the background, if you finish playing with it, you're gonna go to the canvas. So I prepared a short time lapse for y'all so we can check out how I did the canvas, how I worked on it. And you know, y'all don't forget to, you know, like, subscribe, and leave me some comments on the way out. I'm going to close off right here. I appreciate y'all dropping by. This is your brother Larry Rod. Until next time, y'all got it.